Hi, Brother Jack here, and today's video review is on the following. The NECA Friday the 13th Part 3 Ultimate Jason Voorhees figure. So, right off the bat, as you can see, is the 3D-ish panel for the front of the packaging, where Jason, the poster art, with the machete, for the 3D effect, how it kind of moves side to side. Then on the side, there's an art picture of Part 3 Jason. It kind of looks like the figure, but I believe it's an art picture. And then on the back, you have a little read up here, and you can pause the video if you want to read it. Then you have some pictures of the figure unmasked, and then one of the weird parts about this is how within the art gallery, I guess, that NECA took, there's a picture of Jason with the mask, which looks like the Part 4 mask, but with this weird paint for the chevrons. And then here on the side, you have another picture. And then here you have the figure in the box with all his glory, within all the accessories that he includes, from the alternate head. And then on the side here, once again, a picture of the figure with the mask, but this time it is the original Part 3 figure mask, but once again, it's the paint as well, being weird with the chevrons. And so what I'll do is, of course, is remove the figure from his packaging, and we'll take a better look at him. Alright, so here's Jason opened up out of the package and everything. I will say, of course, he includes really great variety and range of weapons. So here's the figure himself, which of course the main reason to why I got this figure was for the fact that the mask is reworked and you get some new accessories that the original figures didn't have. So I'll bring in those two figures. So here we have the original figure and the battle damage. So the best thing to point out with these two is the fact that the eye sockets of the figure are different. Of course, well, not the eye sockets, but the sockets for the mask. How these are kind of small and squinted, and these are wide open. I think they're just a little bit too big for the mask and whatnot. I'm glad that with this mask for the figures, the straps aren't like this hard plastic. They're actually a rubberized material. So if I were to remove his mask, you see it's a rubberized material. And here's look at his face, which is the same as the original. Just kind of weird how the skin tone is so different, how his is so light, this is so dark, and how the skin tone from the neck to the head do not match. Of course, the whole blood on the neck is the thing that still kind of bothers me with this figure. Like, how about give us the clean neck for the Jason figure, and then when you put the battle damage head on, it's, you know, just where it's within the area of the wound before he fell on the ground and started bleeding down the side of his head and then his neck. So let's take a look at the weapons that Jason includes. So first we have the pitchfork that he used to kill the two biker gang members. Of course, he used this weapon without, before he ever had the mask, so I could really take the original figure, basically something like that. Then we, of course, have a machete. I believe the handle is actually It's like the same thing, but I think it's actually remolded type of handle because it doesn't look like the original one. And then we have the axe, spear gun, which is pretty good. Actually, I think the gun's still the same, but actually the spear part is actually bigger on the new one. The wrench that he used to beat Ali with, which was the other biker gang guy, there's some blood on it and whatnot. And speaking of blood, there's also a kitchen knife that actually I think fell, so we'll have to pick that up. Alright, so here's the kitchen knife, some blood on it. I believe this was the knife that Jason used to kill the person in the hammock, and then was used on Jason by that Chris used to stab him in the knee. Well, first his hand, then his knee, which that's another thing about this figure I'm surprised NECA didn't do, was the stab wound in his hand. Even though they have this as the Ultimate Jason Part 3, I still don't find it that too ultimate. Well, you do get, you know, new weapons in both heads, but my main issue is the whole neck with being blood when you use the regular head. But, you know, well, it's not too bad. It's just kind of, when he's actually standing, you don't see it too much of his neck anyway. But, it's still fine. Then, of course, you have the new head here. The X wound. And what I do like about this head, well, not the head exactly, but the mask, is that you see the part of the top chevron that's missing. So, if I were to take the axe, and I could prime it in there, but it's not quite. But I know in the movie how the part from the axe, I guess the wood, somehow scratched off the part of the chevron up top. So I'll move the head, actually put on the damaged one. Keep this in mind, when I'm doing this review, I'm actually kind of hunched over trying to do this review, so it's not easy trying to do this video hunched over trying to show this figure off. And of course, I'm sorry about the whole fact that it took me a while to actually get this figure. Well, because I was originally going to get it from NECA's eBay, but just waited for it to be in a local collectible store, and then it finally got it, and here it is. So here he is with the head. My only main issue is the blood on the axe wound is not enough. Like, it's just such a small area. Like, the original one definitely did it better. Especially so with the original figure, that's the only thing done better. It's the axe mark where something's laying down, the blood actually is leaking that through the side, just like on the artwork for the packaging. So there's that. And then, of course, removing the mask, that's what you get. Same sculpt as the original, because, you know, you're not really getting too much new. Also, it's just weird that how the coloring of his skin for the new one is different and does not match the neck. It is a little weird, but not too much of a bad thing, I guess. I also notice how the white undershirt here is not actually painted in for white, it's just green as with the shirt. It might be just my figure, and then okay, this is sliding. So that's kind of basically how this figure is. It's one way, it's new if you don't have the two original figures, or if you're missing one of them, then that's where you're going with this figure. Overall, I would recommend this figure if you don't have one of these, or even if you have both of them, I guess I could say, to get it, mainly for the fact that it includes the retold masks, which is somewhat better. I do like the fact how the new masks kind of have a better, the wear and dirt on the mask looks pretty good. And this is the Renzo figure. We have him here with the, the pitchfork. And then, these are the two Renzo figures and whatnot. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this figure, if you're gonna get it, or if you have it. So those are kind of my minor gripes, but overall I still enjoy the figure. Yeah, the weird thing is that this figure was kind of meant to be out in summer, and then we got it kind of October, so I feel like NECA might have kind of rushed it a little too much, so it might have came out kind of weird for the figure, I guess. I don't know. I still just find it weird how the packaging for the photo gallery, where it has the Part 4 mask here on that picture, and then this is the regular mask that came with the Part 3, which the chevrons are done really weird. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this figure, and yeah, thanks for watching.